and welcome to Chuck's Garage. I'm Chuck, this is my garage, and this is our 2022 Ford F-250. As you can see, we do have a Fisher plow on it. It is the HD2 8-footer. It is also becoming the end of October in New England, so what that means is Old Man Winter's starting to pack up his stuff and get ready to move in, which means we need to change the oil in this. Now this will be the first time that we've ever changed oil on a plow. We watched a couple of videos, we read the manual, and we think we're ready to give you our interpretation of how this is done. Because it really doesn't seem all that complicated, but we haven't done it yet.
Caution, this is not meant to be an instructional video. We are not professionals. We are just plow owners attempting to do maintenance on our own plow. We are not responsible for anyone attempting this maintenance on their own. We have fun!
Going to use 3 tools, 2 combination wrenches, and an Allen wrench. And as far as the oil goes, this is the Fisher oil. Once you go buy this, the people there were very nice because Fisher plow takes anywhere between 2 to 3 quarts, and I was going to need 3. So the guy told me, he says, you know they're $26 a piece, right? I'm like, for a quart of oil? He says, yeah. He says, look, buy the gallon. He says, it's cheaper. $41 for a gallon, okay, versus $26 for a quart. And gave me a military discount too. I walked out there paying 38 bucks. All right, let's get to it. You're gonna need to lift the plow off the ground a couple of inches. You can do that by lifting it up, putting something underneath it, and then dropping the plow on top of that. You want to, a good couple of inches off the floor, just so you can move it. We're gonna end up using a floor jack to raise ours. So I'm just going to slide it under. The piece of wood here is just to protect the paint underneath it. Into position where I want it. Make sure it's centered. Put the wood on. And just jack it up. Alright, now it's on a jack. You should have something underneath. Just for safety, so I'm putting a 4x4. You don't want it to touch naturally, but if it falls, you want it to grab it without grabbing your foot.
Yikes.
All right, let's get started, shall we?
We shall.
All right, now the next step, you want to get the lift ram all the way retracted. Now, it doesn't allow me to get close to it, so I'm going to hold it while Cheryl walks over and actually compresses it while I'm holding it down.
Let's see if I can do it.
All the way to the bottom, babe.
It's all the way down.
All right. Now, in order to get to the hoses to loosen them, this cover's going to have to come off. The way that I do it, there's 2 tabs back here.
See, okay.
There's a tab right here.
Okay.
And there's another tab over here somewhere.
In the back.
Yeah. So what I do is I pull up on it, just like that. And then get that one out. And get that one off. There you go. This is our drain pan that we use. We used it when we were on the road living full-time in Maggie. I love the slot on the bottom. It fits on a lot of places, it's convenient. And that's what I'm using here. We will have a link in the description box down below if you're interested in getting one. Especially because here is your drain plug. It's gonna fill right in there. So I'm just gonna take that out with the 1/4" Allen wrench. And there we go.
Oh, it's blue.
All right, now that that's mostly drained, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna remove the hoses because we wanna get all the oil out of the rams. Now on the HD2, there's only 3 hoses. This one here is for your lift ram. You don't have to do that one. By compressing it all the way, it gets it all out.
It's
Okay.
little.
Yep. Now this one here goes to the ram right here on the left. And naturally, this one will go to the one on the right. So we're only gonna take off these 2. If you have more hoses, you may wanna label them where they go, because if you switch them, when you go to turn the plow, when you go to angle it, it will go the opposite direction than you want it to.
That could get very confusing.
Yes, it could. All right, so I'm just using a 3/4" wrench. It's gonna loosen them up. That was fine. Ooh, yeah, and this one. All right, I should be able to get them off. Finger tight, yeah.
Without making a mess.
So you can see there's not much torque on these. So I'll take this off. Let's just see how lucky I get. All right, now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them like that. Hope to God when we do this next part, it doesn't do that. You just want to be sure. That's up high. You just want to be sure that as these drain, we're going to go left and right, angle it. So it's gonna shoot oil out, but if it's sitting in oil, when it's coming the other way, it's gonna suck it back in. This one here is sitting at the top of this. This one here is sitting at the top also. I do not see that much oil coming out of there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna manually angle it from side to side. And that will force all the oil out of the rams and the hoses. Hear it?
Yep.
And here it's spitting it all out. Back the other way. Hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I pulled the two hoses out and we're just going to reconnect them. Again, this is the ram that is on the driver's side, so it goes on the passenger side.
Which is weird.
Be very, very careful. They should thread easily. You do not want to cross thread these. And then put this one up. That's going well. Okay. They should go on that easily. I'm just going to tighten them up. Just snugging it in, because remember how easily they came off, and the dealer put it on, so figuring it, they know what they're doing more than I do. But then again. Guess I could have done that more by hand. Alright, so not that much. Check this one for good nature. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's in. So I'm gonna do the drain plug now, and then we're gonna fill it and get the air out. Just gonna screw that back in. I'll give that a little pressure to tighten it, and so we don't want it leaking.
No, definitely not.
And that's good. All right, what we're gonna do now is we're going to fill up the motor reservoir here, right through there, and then we're gonna get the air out of the system. You're gonna need at least 3 quarts, okay, for the majority of these.
And this is taking a while, so
We'll be back as soon as we get it in.
yes, we'll be back. It is filled to the top.
Make sure that you check your owner's manual because not all of these get filled to the top of the oil fill. All right, so we're gonna put the cap back in and get the air out. Making it tight. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in the truck and we're just gonna angle it from left to right a few times. Do not lift it at all. We're gonna angle it, and when you angle it, when you get to one end, hang on for another second once it stops. That's gonna force the air out of the system. So we'll do that a few times. We're gonna check the reservoir again, and then, well, we'll continue on. Want that noise at the end.
You want that noise at the end. That noise.
One more time. Let's see how much more oil we're gonna need to add to this. I don't know if you can see in there or not. It does need to have some added to it. So we're gonna do that now.
Put our handy dandy little funnel back in.
Yeah, there's no way to really know when it's gonna be full. It's just gonna...
Oh, back up. We'll be back when it's full. Okay, I don't know if you can see in there, but let me zoom in a little. See the blue? It's in there.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the fill cap back in. We're gonna raise it and lower it a few times to make sure that that's all set. Let me get the jack out of there right now. Every time you come down for 4 or 5 times, you gotta push it all the way down. Just making sure we get all the air out of the system.
So you guys are gonna help me. Oh, hold on. Everybody push.
There we go. Alright, a couple more times. I want that annoying noise to go away.
Oh, that's quieter.
Yes.
Push.
Alright, one more time.
And push. Thanks for your help, everybody.
I'm gonna check the fluid level one more time, and I think that will be it.
Oh, I can
it's a
see
little bit
it.
over, yeah. So we're gonna call that good. All right, that's how Cheryl and I, well, for the very first time on Fisher Plow, did an oil change. So if you guys like what you saw, I would appreciate that thumbs up. As always, you want to follow along with everything we do here on the We Are Mud Fun channel. Right down there in the corner, just click it and you're in. After that, make sure you ring the bell. You'll be notified every time we put out a new video.
If you have any questions or comments, you can put them right down below, or you could just say hi.
Because we'll say hi back, we always do. From Chuck's Garage until we do something else. The end.
Bye.